We're not allowed to go get on a plane to either go across the country to see family or even travel across the border. So they have been the most discriminated against group that I've ever witnessed in my lifetime. That's a pretty extreme level of discrimination that we have seen. I don't take away any of the discrimination
Sorry,
I've seen in
I'm
those other groups
laughing
that you
because look at her
mentioned.
face. She was like, oh my God, I'm going to cry. Because people who wouldn't get a vaccination are so discriminated against. Like, come on. She said in my lifetime. So Danielle Smith is 51. So in the last half a century, no one has been more discriminated against in Canada than people who wouldn't get a vaccination and ergo they couldn't go to a restaurant or they couldn't get on a plane. And I'm just like, does she think she's still campaigning for leader of the UCP? Or is she like entirely tone deaf? Or I'm sure Indigenous people and people of color and the LGBTQ community have something to say about most discriminated against.
I saw something on Twitter today. This is such a Steele and Vance moment because I haven't told you about this one. I saw something on Twitter today and it made me like, somebody parodied what the Alberta Premier was just saying and said, you know what? I've found the most discriminated against the people who choose to not get a Costco card.
Oh, God.
Because somebody said, I chose to not get a Costco card, and now I cannot go to Costco.
And here's the thing.
Unvaccinated people
are making a choice.
Can go to Costco, but I can't. That was the joke.
Well, right.
Is that, are you serious right now?
What?
Safe and effective vaccinations that protect you, your loved ones, and the community is a source of discrimination. That's absolutely ridiculous statement for a leader to make.
First of all, you're making a choice. You're making a choice, whatever, knock yourself out. You don't believe in getting the vaccination despite the fact that billions of people have had it, whatever. But this was your choice. You knew the consequences of that choice.
Yeah.
Someone can't choose to not be Asian or Black or gay or trans. And they have been massively discriminated against in every aspect of their lives for decades, since the beginning of time. So to make the decision not to have a COVID vaccination and, hey, whatever, if it's religious or you believe the rabbit hole BS about it's going to give you a heart problem or something, the fact that she is digging into that and like reaching out to this very small segment of society that doesn't want to get vaccinated, because 85% of Albertans and Canadians are. So she's talking to 15% of the province.
Do you think she believes that?
You know, I'm just
Does she believe
what?
that? Like, that's my
yes,
question.
I think she does.
Really?
And I'm going to say this. I actually know her a little, because when I was in Alberta working as an anchor at Global Edmonton, I moderated a couple of leaders' debates coming up to elections. And she worked at the Calgary Herald at the time as a columnist. She would come on and be one of the background kind of journalists who would get to ask a question. We would have some strategy sessions. She's very intelligent. She's nice. I didn't get any kind of weirdo vibes. And I'm watching it, I'm thinking, what else happened to Danielle Smith in the last little while that she has become so extreme?
Let's talk about another extreme.
Okay.
Just to pivot, because I have a feeling we'll be talking about Alberta and the Premier there again to come, because it's just...
Indeed.
It's a clip machine. Alex Jones.
I said at the beginning of the show, and I don't know if you saw it or not, that there are two people that I could say that I hate. And I don't hate, I think that's a strong word, and I don't use it lightly. I hate Donald Trump for the BS kind of stuff he has done and the damage he has done. And I hate Alex Jones, because this is a big bully with a microphone and a giant platform. And he, on the Sandy Hook massacre, where a gunman went into an elementary school and murdered 20 children and 6 adults. And it was the most devastating thing. A friend of ours, Robin Stickley, covered that and said it was the most gut-wrenching thing she had ever done. Alex Jones went la, 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 on his radio program as it didn't happen. It's fake news. It was a false flag operation. It's designed to like sort of do something to kind of tamp down gun ownership or whatever. It was like, these are real people, real victims. I interviewed the father of a 6-year-old who was murdered by this idiot gunman. And for Alex Jones to do that kind of damage, these people had rape threats, death threats, parents. Law. I hate this.
So the ruling,
I hate him.
ruling against Alex Jones for the family.
No, way ahead of myself.
I agree with all of what you just said. Excellent rant. I endorse everything you said. Almost $1 billion.
That the court, the jury ordered he has to pay to the families and some of the victims.
$965 million settlement ruling for the victims' families. As you mentioned, some of these victims have had to move houses once, twice, 3 times to get away from the radicalized base that this man has stirred up in the name of making money off of the fear-mongering. It is disgusting. I can't imagine. In one of the news reports I saw, some of these people that are Alex Jones followers have gone to the grave sites of these people and these children
on them.
And tried to take them.
Peed on them too.
I mean,
here's the other thing. Alex Jones himself, as the jury was reading off the verdict about how much he was going to, or the judge, I guess, how much he was going to owe, he was laughing. He was on air and he was going, oh, 50 million. Ha ha ha. Oh yeah, try getting that. No, it's not going to happen.
Then he rallied his people to go to our
remorse.
website, keep us on the air, buy the supplement. What is happening?
He's a sickening human being.
More to come on that.
And honestly, I don't say that about very many people.
You're passionate, Lynda Steele. Let's have a
When we
sip
come
of
back,
this.
I need a drink. Canada's new Conservative leader is under fire. His party is accused of embedding secret hashtag links on YouTube videos designed to appeal to men who hate women.
All right.
We're going to find out when we come back.